Hi, and welcome back to Spirit Mom. This is Spirit School, and in this Spirit School, we discuss how to better our lives using the tools of the universe. We've been talking about how to heal our life with vibration, that words are power, thoughts are vibration, the all is mind, all these very helpful tools that we can literally transform our life with. But let's say we're stuck in a bad mood and we just can't get out of it. We have tried all the things. We're not poor meing. We're not making excuses. We're not doing any of the tricks that our ego and shadow will have us do. So this behavior, whether it's serious anger, depression, anxiety, it just won't go away no matter what universal tool we try to implement. It's not happening. We're stuck. It's making us frustrated. We know we have the power to change, but we just can't do it, and we're trying really hard. Then what? Luckily, in this year of 2022, there is so many tools available to us. And what we're going to discuss today is hypnotherapy. Now, there's lots of places out there where you can go get it done by somebody else, but you don't even need to do that unless you want to. If you want to go to a place and have somebody else do it, great. However, we don't even need to do that anymore. Right here on YouTube or Rumble or any of the other video apps out there, as well as audiobooks, but I use Audible, or whatever book app you're listening to, even Apple Music, Google Music, you can find hypnotherapy in a multitude of platforms now, thanks to us finally living in the future. And it's time for us to fully embrace that, to really understand that if we can't get it done ourselves, there is a tool to get it done. There's even these apps called TaskRabbit, which isn't available here yet, where you can basically hire someone to do all these odds and ends in your house. It's not out here yet. That'd be great when it is, because I like putting together all that like Amazon furniture and things like that, or even if you get it at a good furniture store, you got to put it together. But that's besides the point. We're discussing healing of the self. And how do we heal the self? We want to utilize our tools of vibrations. We want to utilize our tool of the all is mind. We want to control our thoughts. We want to control our thoughts. We don't want to let somebody else control our thoughts. But understanding that the thoughts need to be controlled is one of the first ways you could take back your power. Simply saying, oh, I'm not going to let anyone control my thoughts. They don't get to brainwash me. I'm a free spirit. I'm not going to be controlled by anyone, including myself, except that's not the case. You have to control you, because this body, this vessel is still very close to being an animal, and we are the animal trainers. So what do? Let's think of hypnotherapy as our dog training, because we need it. And there's sometimes moments where you just can't get past something. You just can't not get mad when this one thing happens. You just can't not see how they're not doing it on purpose and it drives you crazy and it sends you in a spiral or whatever, or you just can't not be anxious when people aren't on time, and you just can't insert thing you need to fix. And you've tried digging out the ego. You tell yourself you're being crazy. You tell yourself this shouldn't matter, but it does matter to you. Your heart's going, your nerves are going, no matter what you're saying to yourself. This is where we know it's a deep bug in the subconscious, because you can probably say it's not a negative entity, because if you really are properly trying, that's not to say they won't take advantage of it, but if you are properly trying and staying in the proper mindset, then you actually are pretty much making it impossible for it to be a negative entity. So what that means is it's a deep buried subconscious thing, something that it's impossible to get to. The subconscious is the majority of the brain. Like, it's the majority of the functions. It's what breathes for us. It's controls, like there's layers to it, but to just the overall subconscious category is the majority of the situation. So it would be very egoic of us to think that we can just change it like that all on our own willpower. We probably will need some help in some key areas. Now, overall, you can change your life with just you, without tricks or anything. Just you and your thoughts. You can change your life remarkably, but you might not be able to change everything. So this is where we look to hypnosis. Now, you're not going to get, if you go to a hypnosis therapist, they're going to put you in the hypnosis state. But if you want to do what I do and what lots of people are hopefully jumping into now is do it. You can listen to it constantly when you're doing stuff like when you're driving or absentmindedly washing the dishes. You get yourself into those different brain waves. Like normally we're going around in beta, and beta is the very go, 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 go. We want to, alpha helps, but if you get down to theta, like delta's the other one, like they get more and more and more open for things to actually be implanted in your subconscious. So we want to do activities where we're zoned out, essentially, when we're listening to this. If you listen to it when you're in beta and doing your, it's still better than nothing, but that's why most people call it sleep hypnosis, because if you listen to it on your way to bed or actually in bed, that's going to be your biggest ticket. That's going to be the biggest help to you in just doing it yourself, like doing it with, I use Audible, but YouTube has it too, and all the millions of things where we have content available now, you can find something. Because even if you have a friend beside you going, stop getting angry, forgive other people. Like you could make a tape for yourself. Doesn't mean you still have like, or like a digital recording, memo apps. We all have memo apps on our iPhones, and I'm sure Androids have an equivalent. And you can just record your own voice and use some fancy editing and put it on a loop if you want your own voice to be telling you, stop getting so angry. Relax, compassion for all. And point of note here, for those using Audible, if you have an account, I'm not endorsed by Audible, I just love it. If you have an account, there's a ton of free ones. So you have to actually have the Audible account, but you get 1 credit a month with it. It's not part of your credit system because it has a lot of stuff where you just get for like freebs, and it's not part of the credit system. So there's tons and tons and tons. You get unlimited ones for literally everything. They have ones for each job. So no matter what your job is, you could get one to improve your job, but they do as many as you want. I use them for things like just emotional issues that no matter how much I know better, it's still sticking and I just can't. And it's like, I know better. I should be doing better. And that means it's deep. It's in there hard. But the hypnosis helps remarkably. Just 1 or 2 nights and you're already like, wow, I just reacted differently. I usually I'm much calmer than I usually am. I recommend you go find some form of hypnosis today on whatever you want to be hypnotized about. Is it eating better, working better, talking better? They have everything out there available that I've seen. I mean, I haven't come across anything that I want to be hypnotized about and not found it. So go get searching, because it's a powerful tool that's kind of really easy, free, that we just do when we're going to sleep. It doesn't stop. I'm have a hard time getting to sleep, and it doesn't stop me from going to sleep. And usually I'll listen to it once at like a lower volume, but I still hear it perfectly. And then if I wake up in the night, I will put it on again, but this time like fractional, so it's not that loud. But if I had some kind of like higher sensed hearing, it would be hearing it, which is a thing for hypnosis. They have these things that do play things where you can barely hear it. So good luck down your path of hypnosis, people. I know this can help you, and you can definitely and should definitely give it a try. Goodbye for now, Spirit Mom.